happening so quickly, Daddy? Are you sure the decorators can have everything ready in a week?
One of the advantages of an English title is that tradesmen don't dare offend a lord of the realm. By the time you and Robert return from your honeymoon, your new home will be exactly as you planned.
Stonecrest. What an evocative name. I can hardly wait to see it.
I have the keys in my pocket. Why don't you drive over, take the grand tour, after Robert has carried you across the threshold?
Has there ever been a more generous man? Most girls get a set of china. My father gives me a mansion.
Anything to make you happy, my love.
Oh, and just think of all the parties we'll be able to have. All my friends from Europe can fly over supersonic just to dance in our grand ballroom.
One thing at a time.
Oh, darling, there you are. Daddy was just saying we should go over and investigate our new home. We do have time, don't we?
Yes, I just rearranged our schedule. We're now booked on the 10 o'clock flight.
Oh, good. I'd hate you to leave without first seeing your dream house.
Oh, and it will be a dream. I'm about to have the two most important men in my life together under the same roof. Could any woman be happier?
Okay, here we are. Heavenly Halo Burger with everything, and one with just the halo, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, call me if you need me.
Hi.
Hey. You keep that up, and I'm going to have to charge the customers for entertainment.
Well, you never know, Wanda. It might improve business. Does wonders for me. Of course, if you prefer, you could let me take my bride home, and we'll continue this properly.
Improperly, you mean? Look at this, she's blushing. You two act like you're still on your honeymoon.
Say, Wanda, what's the special today?
Yes, I will be right with you, Howie, and you go back to work, Mr. Coleman.
Okay.
I mean work.
Okay.
Well, I'd better let you do as she says.
What Wanda doesn't know won't hurt her. We are still on our honeymoon, aren't we?
Wade, you're positively shameless.
I'm positively shameless. You're the cause. I can't wait to get home from work every night.
You really mean that? I mean, I'm finally becoming the kind of wife that you want?
No, you're not becoming it. You are it. You're more than I ever dreamed of.
Oh, Sarah, don't be silly. You know you're always welcome here.
By you, maybe. By Tina, I'm not so sure. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that I wouldn't have just dropped by. I asked Cord to check with Heron and make sure Tina was going to be out.
Girl, how many times have I got to tell you we don't have to ask Tina's permission to come over here and see my son? Now, Vicky, can we go upstairs and see my son?
Hey, you just said it. You don't need any permission.
Right, I don't. I'm going upstairs to see my son. You want to come?
Yeah, I think I'll go out and see the baby.
Oh, don't stay. But give us a chance to talk for a minute, all right?
Okay, it would be nice.
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Good.
Say, Vicky, Cord mentioned to me that Clint went out of town for a couple of days, and I was wondering how you are.
Well, it's very sweet of you to ask. Sit down. I have to tell you that I was adamant about his not leaving at first, but he calls me about every 20 minutes from Arkansas to let me know that he's all right. I guess it may seem very silly to you.
No, actually it doesn't seem silly to me at all. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you thought you lost him for good. I think you have every right to be a little worried.
Vicky, forgive me for barging in like this, but I can't keep silent any longer. It's about Asa. I think something is terribly wrong.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you had company.
No, Renee, actually, I was just going upstairs to see the baby.
No, don't, please. Renee, if there's something wrong with Asa, I'm surprised Dr. Bruner hasn't told us. What is it?
Well, it's a feeling that I've been having lately.
Here we go, fresh out of the bathtub. Hey, Renee, how are you?
Hello, Cord.
Well, Renee was just about to tell
No,
me.
it's all right. We can talk about it later.
Well, Why don't we go into the kitchen and have a cup of tea, huh?
That would be fine.
Okay. Will you excuse us?
Sure.
Alexa,
So what was that all about?
Search me. I don't know. Renee seemed very upset. Something about Asa.
You know, I still get the impression that she still cares about old Asa. But I haven't seen a smile on that man's face since this whole thing happened with Renee.
I know. I'll tell you, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, Renee just doesn't seem like the kind of person that would hurt someone.
Yeah.
Especially not Asa.
I hear you there. I don't know if she was the one who was responsible for drugging him, but if she didn't do it, I don't know who did.
So what do you think?
I don't know. If Renee had anything to do with it, it had to be some kind of an accident. If she didn't, Lord, I don't even like to think about that.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's a tragedy for any happy couple to be split apart for no good reason.
Agree.
You know, Renee is right. You're getting bigger and bigger every day. Yes, you are. You look more and more like your daddy.
Oh, yeah? Well, if he's like his daddy at all, I'm sure he'd love to have you holding him for a little bit.
Okay? Come here, honey.
Oh, getting big, huh? How you like that, son? I think we've got some terrific mama material here, don't you?
Hey, what are you being so shy for? We're married. You can stop by and attack me anytime you want.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, Mr. Coleman, but I stopped by on my way to the library.
Why the library? I mean, last semester finished a couple of weeks ago. You didn't enter summer school, did you?
No. It's a project that I've worked out with my advisor. He says that I can work independently this summer and earn credits for the fall. What's wrong? I thought you'd be proud of my initiative.
I'm always proud of you. I was just hoping for a little more time with you this summer.
More time? When? You're already holding down 2 jobs, one here and one at WVM.
Well, the reason I'm holding down 2 jobs is so that you could have the summer free.
To do what, honey? If I clean the house one more time or spend one more afternoon shopping, I'm going to go crazy.
I didn't know waiting for me to come home every night was such a hardship.
Well, when you walk through the door, that's the easy part. It's just all the other hours in between. And I've been thinking, maybe I should take a summer job. That way, I could bring in more money and you won't have to work so hard, and then we could spend more time together. Hi.
If there's one thing that upsets me, it's a young couple worried about money. Now, I want you to know, if there's anything at all you want or need, you come to me, okay?
Stonecrest is yours. With your approval, of course. But I know that when you see it, you'll both fall in love with the old place.
Would it make any difference if he didn't?
Thank you, Daddy. I'm sure we'll just love it. Now, won't you reconsider and come along? You could give us a personal tour.
Nonsense. Your first glimpse of your new home is strictly for you and your husband. Besides, now that I'll be staying longer in Landview, I have to attend to business. Get my own ship in shape.
All right, but don't you work too hard. We'll drop by later and let you know what we think. And then, Geneva, here we come. Robert?
Well, my dears, I thought you'd be on your way to Geneva by now.
Elizabeth, are you trying to get rid of us?
Why do you say that?
I'm sorry.
She meant it as a joke, Doctor.
The newlyweds are leaving tonight, but first they want to see their new home. Don't let me keep you, sweetheart.
Come along, darling. Our dream home is waiting.
You must learn to laugh occasionally, Doctor.
No one told me I would run into your son-in-law again. It's not good for me to be seen together with the two of you. Suspicions might be aroused if the Buchanans knew that Elizabeth and I are friends.
As far as anyone knows, you're Henry's friend, and simply a guest in my home. Hardly anything there for Rob or anyone else to be suspicious about. Well, now, shall we get down to business?
Vicky, I don't want to upset you needlessly, and I don't want you to think that I was motivated to come here for selfish reasons.
Well, why should I think that?
Well, I think that we both know that most folks in Landview wonder why I haven't left town. They think I'm still trying to prove that I'm innocent of drugging Asa. Truth told, I don't really give a damn what most people think. I know I'm innocent. No, the reason I'm staying around is for Asa. I care about him and what's good for him.
Well, if We both want the exact same thing, and we don't have to worry anymore, because since Dr. Bruner's in charge now, Ace is in the very best of hands.
As a matter of fact, Dr. Bruner is one of the things I wanted to talk to you about.
You're not still concerned about his pedigree, are you? I told you.
Yes, I know. You said that he came highly recommended by Bo.
Yes, but Asa has come to depend upon his expertise, his personal care. In fact, he's quite devoted to the man.
That's what worries me.
Renee, I'm sorry. I really don't follow this.
Vicki, I know how close you are to Bo.
Yeah, well, we all are, so?
I think that, I don't think that you should just accept his recommendation. I think that you and Clint should investigate Dr. Bruner on your own.
Whatever for? Asa likes him. That's certainly enough for me.
Vicki, I have a confession to make. You may not think it was any of my business, but I wanted to know what kind of a man was looking after Asa. So I asked John and Cassie to look into Dr. Bruner's background for me.
I see. Well, what did they find out?
Pretty much what Bo found out, that he's highly respected and in the best of European medical circles.
Well, then, seems to me that should put your fears to rest.
Not exactly. You see, we also found out that Dr. Bruner's been missing for 2 years.
Missing?
We don't know where he was, and we don't know what he's been doing.
Renee, doctors have been known to take sabbaticals. I mean, it is not entirely unusual for the man to take a 2-year leave of absence. I don't know why you want to read something sinister into that.
I'm not. I didn't say it was sinister.
Well, that's what you're implying, though. I kind of wish you'd stop beating around the bush and just tell me what's on your mind.
All right, Vicki, but I don't think you're going to like it. I think that Bo brought Dr. Bruner in on Ace's case to harm him, not to help him.
Mr. Dennison, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but Marilyn and I have plenty of money.
Didn't sound like that when I came in. Tell you what, Wade, I could arrange for a little more overtime for you at WVLE. How about that, eh? Hey, better still, what if I fix it so you get a raise, huh?
Well, sir, that would be okay if I earned the raise, but otherwise...
Dad, Wade's right. We don't need any more money. And I certainly don't need him working overtime, because I don't see enough of him as it is.
Excuse me, Tom. Wade, isn't that your table?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Charlie. Excuse me.
Sweetheart, you realize I only try to help, don't you?
Yes, Dad, yes, and so does Wade, but we're doing okay.
Yeah, well, you know, when, I'm not talking just about money. When you came back from your honeymoon, you and Wade were having a problem. You didn't want to talk about it then. Maybe now you'd like to discuss it with me?
Well, our problem, whatever it was, is over. Can't you see how happy I am?
You seem to be, sweetheart, but on the other hand,
Oh, well,
I
let's
don't...
talk about you. You certainly aren't here to see Wade, are you?
No, I'm going to meet Renee.
Oh.
Honey, it's just a couple of friends having dinner, that's all. And it's a good thing I got here early, otherwise I might not have gotten a table, huh?
Oh, Tom Dennison, we always have a table for our loyal customers.
Thank you, my dear.
That's right, Tom. You were a friend long before the advent of Heavenly Heidelbergers.
Well, Gilbert, I guess I can say I knew you when, huh? You both must be thrilled at your newfound success, aren't you?
Oh, it's everything I ever hoped for.
Everything and more, and more.
Well, it seems to me Gilbert preferred things the way they were before Heavenly Halo Burgers hit the scene.
Well, things were simpler. Let's put it that way.
I keep telling these two we ought to expand. Rent the building next door and knock down the wall. Then we'll be able to handle the crush a lot easier.
I got a better idea. Let's take Heavenly Halo Burgers off the menu, go back to the way we were before the crush ever started.
Oh, you hear this? I have to be referee for these two.
Is it my fault Gilbert thinks small? Tell him, Tom. Tell him he'll never get rich if he doesn't expand his horizons.
If I do say so myself, the mansion is perfect.
It's true, Kurt. I've seen for myself. Stonecrest has several far-flung wings, with plenty of room for Joanna and Robert to have their share of privacy, while I occupy a small suite while I'm in town.
And more important, there's the bomb shelter.
Yes, you mentioned it yesterday. Have you had a chance to look at it, Henry?
I have indeed. The entrance, overgrown with weeds, completely forgotten.
In so many words, a perfect place to accommodate our guests in Landview.
I couldn't have designed a better lodging for Beau and Dee Dee myself. With a few minor alterations, they'll be even more secure than they were at Wellesley Hall.
I should hope so, since that's where they managed to escape from.
There will be no escape from Stonecrest. With Joanna and Robert on their honeymoon, we'll have time to turn the bomb shelter into a fortress.
Yes, that's all very impressive, Henry, but what about the rest of our plan? I'm referring to Asa.
That is Kurt's department.
Asa is progressing nicely. Or should I say, regressing nicely.
I didn't want to believe the evidence myself, but finally I couldn't ignore it any longer. You see, Vicky, right from the very beginning, Beau tried to discredit me with Asa. He filled Asa's head with all kinds of doubts about me, right up until the so-called drugging.
Come on, he was drugged. We know that, Renee.
Yes, but by whom? You see, I think it's very interesting that it was Beau, not the police, who supposedly discovered the clerk who said he'd sold the drug to me.
Are you saying the clerk lied?
Yes, I am. I'm positive he did. Because when I went looking for him to discuss his accusation with him, he had mysteriously disappeared. But he'd left behind in his room a money wrapper for $10,000. Now that is a lot of money for a clerk. A lot of money, and I frankly think that he was bought off. And what about this mysterious man in Atlantic City who claims that I supposedly owe him money?
And you don't?
No. I'm a woman of some means, and you can ask my accountant.
So you think Beau is responsible for making Asa think that you owe somebody money?
The final straw for me was this specialist, Dr. Brunner. As soon as I was gone, Beau brought him in. Now, that strikes me as no mere coincidence. Please, Vicky, I'm just asking that you take all this evidence into consideration.
Oh, please. I am considering the evidence. I find the whole thing absolutely incredible. Look, the whole time that Clint was dead, or we thought that Clint was dead, Beau was a tower of strength, not just to me, to the entire family. Now you want me to believe that he has been out to destroy his father? I mean, I'm sorry, that's the part that's just not credible. For what reason? What possibly could be his motive?
I wish I knew. I wish I didn't have to upset you in this way. But I can't help it, Vicky. I feel it in my heart. Beau has something to do with everything that has been going on. And if we don't do something about it, I think that Asa is in terrible danger.
Wait a minute, Renee. What kind of danger is Asa in?
No, Cord, you misunderstood. Asa is not in any danger at all. Is he, Renee?
I'm sorry. I can't pretend that I don't know what I know.
Look, even if I believed you, which I do not, Asa would never take your word over his son's.
What has Beau got to do with all of this?
Actually, there's nothing more to talk about. Now, where is Sarah and where's little Clint? I thought we were going to have a nice friendly visit today.
They're outside on the terrace. I came in to get little Clint his bottle of juice, but I would like to hear more about this.
No, there's nothing more to hear, okay? There's nothing to talk about. Now, I'm going to get Clint's juice, and I will go out on the terrace, and why don't you join us there, okay? Renee? Goodbye.
Renee.
I think that I have overstayed my welcome. Will you please tell Vicky that I am so sorry I upset her?
Please, don't go. Whatever you said to Vicky, you must have had a damn good reason for saying it. Now, if she doesn't want to hear it, believe me, I do.
Mr. Dennison, have you seen Mary Lynn?
She went to the library before it closed. She said she'd meet you at home.
Would you grab a pencil, please? We need another waiter or two.
Or 12.
That's my cue. I gotta go. Excuse me.
Wait, I'm a customer too, aren't I? Can you spare a minute?
Well,
well, I'm not going to force money on you, Wade, but without interfering with you and Mary Lynn, I would like to help you some way.
Sir, I really appreciate the offer, but when I married your daughter, I vowed I was going to take care of her without leaning on anybody, including you. Now, I hope you understand I'm not pushing you away. I want to build our life together all by myself.
Well, I respect your determination, son. I really do, and I'm sure anything you attempt, you're going to succeed at it. It's just that if you do happen to need any help, you will call me, right?
Yeah, I don't want to get fired after that little speech.
Oh, well, get out of here then, okay?
Sorry, Don.
Call Renee whenever she...
Wait.
Don't let Wanda scare you. I'll get that table for you. Take as much time with your father-in-law as you need.
Oh, we were through anyway. Thanks, Charlie. Oh, wait, Charlie. When I get to this table afterwards, could I, have a word with you? I've got an idea I want to run past you.
Sure, kid. What kind of idea?
Well, I'm a married man now, and I've got to make some serious cash. And you were right. Thinking small never made anybody any money.
Oh, he'll be home soon. But we'll be ready for him, won't we, Mom? You've already helped me so much. Wade's so happy. He says I'm a great wife now. And I owe it all to you. I could never make him happy without you, Mom. Never.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, Cord.
Renee, all I did was listen.
Well, that's more than most folks have been willing to do.
Listen, I usually go along with my instincts on something like this, and right now my guts are telling me that you're a real honest lady and that you really care deeply for my grandfather.
I do, very deeply. You know, I can live with Ace's rejection, but boy, I couldn't forgive myself if I were to stand by and something would have happened to him.
So you really think that this Dr. Bruner is...
Yes, I do. And I think we should do something before he comes to harm.
I can't believe that Bo would deliberately do
I'm
something.
sorry that I am the one that had to tell you about this.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm glad you told me. I've been thinking some things like this about my Uncle Bo for quite some time now. And after everything you've told me...
Well, then you will be willing to work with John and Cassie.
I'm going to do one better than that. I'm going to check into this Dr. Bruner myself.
Oh, Cord, I appreciate this so much. Thank God someone in this family doesn't think the worst for me.
Don't you worry. Take care of this.
What the hell are you doing here?
Asa,
I gave you money to get out of town, woman. Now you tell me why you're still here.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
I asked you a question, Renee. How could you take my money and stay in town? Don't you have any pride?
Asa, does Dr. Bruner know you're here?
Vicky, I just came over for a friendly visit. I don't need to be treated like an invalid.
I'm sorry. It's just that we're concerned about you, and I know that Dr. Bruner is adamant that you take it easy.
Dr. Bruner's out for the night. So is Bo. With both my keepers gone, I thought I'd pay a visit and see my great-grandson. If that's all right with you.
Well, I'm sure little Clint wouldn't object, huh? Want to say hi to your great-grandpa?
Well, thank you, Sarah. See how a lovely lady can make you happy? Huh?
Asa, you were making her blush.
Why not? Look at the red in the cheeks. Makes her even lovelier. You see it, don't you, Clint? Even if your father's a little slow on the uptake?
Oh, I'm fast enough, Asa. Give me a break.
No, you're not. If you stop spinning your wheels and marry her, you see, I want another little great-grandson to make faces at.
Asa, you are very kind, but,
I think what she means is, one little baby's enough to take care of for right now, don't you think?
I think that's good advice. Asa, if you're so set on spending time with your great-grandson, why don't you stay and have dinner with us, hmm?
Well, honey, finally you roll out the red carpet. As for staying, I'll have to find out what's on the menu.
It's all right, Asa. I was planning on going. Good night, everyone.
You think you can get away that easy? I want to find out what happened to my money.
Maybe I better take the baby upstairs and get him ready for dinner. Excuse me?
Cord, don't keep him away from me too long. My little partner and I have a lot to catch up on.
Can you grab it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in the kitchen if you need me.
I'm waiting.
You really don't remember, do you?
Remember what?
The money that you tried to give me, I gave it back to you, all of it.
You gave it back? No. I distinctly remember that.
Asa, I told you at Mary Lynn's wedding. Ask your pilot, Dave. He tried to give me the money. I made him bring it back to you. I'm sorry, Asa. Oh, God, it kills me to see him this way.
Renee, please, don't cry. Look, if you gave the money back to me, okay. It just might have slipped my mind. What I don't understand is why you didn't take it and leave town. I mean, what's left here for you?
You listen to me, Asa Buchanan, and you listen good. I don't need your money. What I need is for you to be strong and healthy again, your own man again.
I am my own man. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what's happening to you. You know, maybe everybody else can stand around and let it go on, but I won't. I care too much, Asa. I am not going anywhere until I know that you're all right.
Okay, Charlie. Heavenly Halo burgers are really hot right now, correct?
Not for long if you don't serve them.
Yeah, but it's the concept. People love this concept. See, I think we can make it hotter and more profitable if we do it the old American way. Franchising.
Franchise.
It's a natural. Listen, all we have to do is open a couple Heavenly Halo burger joints down by the interstate. One by exit 14 coming into town and one by exit 16 going out. That way we've got them coming and going. Then we start to branch out and open some all across the state. Before you know it, we've got stuff nationwide.
Slow down now. Slow down.
Whoa, why? You think this is crazy? You think I'm dreaming?
No, I think it's money in the bank, and I'm with you, Wade. For weeks, I've been trying to convince Gilbert and Warner to expand. The trouble is, they don't see the big picture. It's a real shame, too. We could all be rich.
Well, maybe I should talk to him. Maybe I should tell him my idea.
No. Don't say anything.
But, Charlie, I've got a good...
Let me handle it, okay? And don't worry, I'm not going to cut you out of the deal. I just had a notion how to get Gilbert and Warner to see it our way.
Okay, but you're going to let me know what happens, right?
Of course.
Okay. I'm going to go home and see my wife. See you later.
Charlie, you got 2 tables clamoring for Heavenly Halo burgers.
Gilbert, everybody is clamoring for Heavenly Halo burgers, which reminds me, I just had a terrific idea.
Oh, Daddy, it was everything you said it would be and more.
I take it the new house met with your approval.
Approval? I love it. We both do. Don't we, Robert?
It's big.
It's big and grand and spectacular. Oh, poor Robert. I've been boring him to tears with all my redecorating plans, but I can't help it. I'm suddenly inspired.
I'm pleased because you're pleased. But we mustn't forget, you have an aeroplane to catch.
Yes. Your trip to Geneva is your first priority. Well, that is your honeymoon, I mean. It comes before everything else.
Well, we packed a few hours ago. I only have to change and freshen up. I'll just be a minute.
You made my daughter very happy today.
You bought the house. By the way, Elizabeth, where's your friend Dr. Bruner?
Hardly my friend, Rob.
Really? I seem to bump into him here all the time, and he always seems kind of nervous when he sees me. Kind of strange behavior for a cool-headed doctor, don't you think?
I don't think he's nervous. I think the word is intense. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you about dinner. We don't want you two to miss your plane.
Yes, I think I should get changed myself.
One moment, please, Robert. Correct me if I'm wrong. You seem to be less than thrilled by your new home.
No one else is around, so why pretend? It's your house, Lord Henry.
Not true. It's my gift to you and Joanna.
When people give wedding gifts, they don't usually hang around to use them. They go away and leave them for the newlyweds.
You think I'm insinuating myself into your lives?
You've done nothing but that since the day you arrived in Landview, but I did what you wanted. I married Joanna. Why are you hanging around? And more so, why are you insisting that we make our home here?
You make it sound as if I have an ulterior motive.
You said it, I didn't.
There's no great mystery. I'm not a young man anymore. Is it strange for me to want to live my twilight years with my family? I want to share your happiness, Robert. And when you're blessed with a child, I want to hold it in my arms, knowing the family will continue, whether I'm there or not. Call it selfish if you will, but it's hardly of harm to you. All I want to do is give.
When you say it that way, I almost believe that's all you want.
So young, yet so cynical. Pity. You'll be a father yourself one day, and then I know you'll be grateful for what I've done.
You have no right. You have no right to care about me.
No, but I do. I do care a great deal. And for all your bluster, I think you still care about me, too.
You want to find out if I missed you?
Have you?
Yes, damn it, you know I have. In spite of your drugging me.
Oh, God, you're never going to listen.
All right, I can't convince you. You know, you darling man, the simple truth is,
I have missed you. It's like a bad dream. I wish I could wake up and we were still together and planning to be that way for the rest of our lives.
I wish that too.
You do?
It's too late. You have seen to that, Renee. I can only be around people I can count on. My family, my friends, my real friends.
like this Dr. Bruner. Vicky says that you have a lot of confidence in him.
He's the best. Everybody says so.
Bo says so. What do you think, Asa? You've always had a mind of your own.
I think he's a devoted physician.
Devoted to what?
What the hell do you care? You're the reason I'm seeing a doctor in the first place.
You listen to me, you stubborn mule of a man. When are you going to open your eyes? I was not drugging you, and I am not the person who's still trying to hurt you.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Buchanan. Dr. Bruner is here to see you.
There you are, Asa. I was worried when I'd heard you'd left the house.
No reason for concern, Doctor. I just paid a friendly visit to my family, and I got a little more than I bargained for.
Aaron, who is at the door? Oh, Dr. Bruner. Hello.
Mrs. Buchanan, I hope I'm not intruding. I just stopped by to check on my patient.
Oh. And they say no one makes house calls
Hey, little
anymore.
Tina's putting away that summer squat. Is everybody okay?
Everything will be fine once we all sit down at dinner, minus a few extraneous house guests.
Heron.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please tell Cook that we'll be in a few moments?
Very good, ma'am.
Thank you. Dr. Bruner, you're welcome to stay if you'd like.
I'd like to ask Dr. Bruner a few questions, if I may. I've heard a great deal about you.
Oh, have you? Mrs. Buchanan, I don't believe I've met this member of your family.
Doctor, she's not a member of the family. She is not anybody. Not anymore.
Asa.
It's all right, Vicky. My questions will wait. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Why does she have to be here? A man can't even see the people he loves without having his heart yanked out.
I can see you're in no condition to stay for supper, so let me take you home.
Doctor, I'll go when I'm good and ready.
Yeah, Doc, you don't have to worry about old Asa. I'll take care of him. Make sure he gets home all right.
Yeah, Doc, take off, and you deserve a night out. I sure as hell know I do.
Well, if you insist, Asa. Well, thank you for the invitation, Mrs. Buchanan. Good night.
Another time perhaps then. Good night, Doctor.
Night.
All right, Vicky, what's for supper? I could eat a wild pony.
How about coq au vin, huh?
That too. I'm in your hands, and there's no place else I'd rather be.
We're right behind you. Cord?
Yeah, listen, Sarah, I need you to do me a real important favor. I want you to make sure that Asa gets home all right tonight.
I've got to leave town.
Leave town?
Yeah, look, there's really no time for me to explain this to you right now. Please, just trust me on this. And whatever happens, you got to look out after Asa for me, all right?
Well, you don't even have to ask me, but when are you going to be back?
The less you know right now, the better, I think. Take care, huh? I'll see you.
Hi, honey. Told you I'd be home.
Wait, I didn't expect you home so soon.
Wow. What an outfit. Are we going out tonight?
No, it's just trying it on. A new look.
A new look is putting it mildly. What, are you overhauling your whole wardrobe?
Oh, don't worry about those.
Honey, none of these clothes are new. That outfit you've got on isn't new either.
Never said it was. But you like it, don't you?
Now I remember. This is the dress your mother wore that night that we all went out to dinner? This is all her clothing, too, isn't it?
My mother had wonderful taste. And since we're the same size, I didn't see any reason to throw them out. And with money so tight...
No, I don't want to save money that way.
All right. Let's forget about the savings. If you like the way I look, what harm does it do?
I don't know. But I don't think you can put your mother's death behind you by wearing her old clothing.
Wait, I don't want to forget about her.
Mary Lynn?
These things help me remember.
Look, this is not healthy. Keep your memories, but these clothes, they've got to go.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm going to take these down to the clothes for the homeless bin at the grocery store parking lot. I'm going to throw them in the bin where somebody can use them.
No, wait, no, please, you can't. I need them.
Listen, Mary Lynn, I will buy you new clothing if you want new clothing. But I'm not going to let you torture yourself like this. This is for your own good, honey.
No, wait, no, you can't! You can leave it on. I'm not sleepy.
Good. I'm not sleepy either. Mary Lynn, I'm sorry if I upset you. But your mother's clothes... Honey, you're going to be a lot happier now that they're gone. You'll never get over your mother's death holding on to her things. Just please let me help you forget so we can go on. I love you so much. More than anything ever in my life. Let me help you, okay? Let me hold you and kiss you and make love to you. We've got so much to go forward to. There's no reason to look back anymore.
Might have changed my mind. I can turn off the light. I'm exhausted.
Marilyn, if we could
Good
just...
night, Wade.
I don't understand this. Cord didn't give any indication as to where he was going?
All he said to me was that he had to leave town. And he made me promise that I would see you home, Asa.
That does it. Baby Clint has more respect around here than I do.
Oh, will you calm down? He's only trying to take care of you.
I can take care of myself, thank you. And I'll tell you, if Sarah wasn't involved, I would refuse to play along with this. But you, honey, are about the prettiest thing ever came down the pike, and I ain't about to fight against you.
Thank you, Asa. I am very flattered. Thank you for dinner. Excuse me.
Asa, I apologize about what happened earlier. I'm sorry Renee was here, and I'm sorry if she upset you. I really had no idea you two would run into each other today.
That's not your fault. It would have happened, and it's probably going to happen again. But the next time, she's not going to get to me. From now on, Sarah's the only woman in my life.
Lucky me.
Asa, this Dr. Bruner, he's not not just Beau's choice, is he? You trust him too, don't you?
With my life. But I will say, I don't enjoy him being a mother hen all the time. And then again, I'm very sorry he didn't come to town sooner. I might have been cured of all this by now. Good night, honey.
Good night.
Once we take care of the details of your father's will, we'll be able to enjoy Geneva and each other.
You have it all planned, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Right down to a romantic cruise on the lake. Just the two of us. And then there'll be all the parties that my friends will want to throw for us, and then we'll go on to London and more parties. And, darling, you won't mind sharing me, will you?
You're lucky we had a last-minute cancellation, Mr. Robert.
Thank you.
Cord?
Great. Rob, Joanna, what are you doing on this flight?
I can answer that. It's customary for a newly married couple to take a honeymoon.
Oh, yeah, well, Rob told me about all the wedding plans y'all had. Congratulations. I hope the two of you are very happy together.
Thank you very much, Cord. Now, if you two gentlemen will excuse me, I just want to powder my nose before we take off.
Well, I guess you decided to go ahead with the wedding after all. Really, I do wish you luck, Rob.
Cord, wait. What takes you to Geneva? A photo assignment for the banner?
Actually, it's personal business. I'm checking out this private physician of my grandfather's.
Excuse me.
Sorry. The man's name is Bruner.
Kurt Bruner?
Yeah. Yeah, do you know the man?
Well, I've seen him at Elizabeth Sanders' home. He's a friend of my new father-in-law's.
Is that so? What exactly do you think about the good doctor?
Not much. Except the way he acts every time I walk into the room.
What do you mean?
Well, he seems nervous, like there's something that makes him uncomfortable about me. Why are you checking him out?
Just a hunch right now. I seem to think that this doctor isn't the man he seems to be. Listen, I'll leave you to be with your bride, huh?
Cord, wait. Joanna and I are staying at the Hotel Saint-Jacques. If you find out something, anything interesting about Dr. Bruner, I'd appreciate it if you let me know. Would you do that?
Sure, no problem. Why are you interested in Dr. Bruner all of a sudden?
Let's just say I have a hunch or two myself.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London.
Should parents have a right to heal their children with prayer instead of medicine? Tomorrow, a debate on that issue.
And songstress Melba Moore joins us tomorrow on Good Morning America.